What's up, guys? Chris Brown from Train Boston coming at you with another weekly nutrition tip. This week's nutrition tip is to eat foods that you like. Now, it isn't that simple, obviously. Last week, we told you to be consistent and predictable. Well, that means you're eating a lot of the same foods, a lot of the same portion sizes, and they're probably prepared in a lot of the same way. But guess what? If those foods aren't foods that you enjoy, or at least one or two of your meals aren't foods that you enjoy, you're bound to fail. Let me give you an example to explain that. When you're working out, hopefully you guys are working out. When you're working out, do you listen to music that motivates you, or do you listen to music you don't like? Obviously, you listen to music that you like. You might even go as far to say, hey, I listen to hip hop when I'm doing cardio, and I listen to rock or whatever when I'm doing strength training. Now, studies have shown that your performance actually increases when you listen to music you like. However, the converse is true, or the inverse is true. If you listen to music you don't like, your performance actually suffers. So your energy goes down. You could probably explain that with adrenaline. You could explain that in many different ways, but it really doesn't matter. It actually works or works against you. The same thing holds true for food. So you might do okay with eating blasé food like chicken or rice or chicken and broccoli, etc., but it probably won't last for too long. You won't be excited to eat that food. And eventually, if something better comes about, maybe someone brought donuts into the office, or they left candy out, or they offered to buy pizza for the whole team for the day, eventually you're going to falter. Now, that doesn't mean I want you to eat foods that are something you really, really like cheesy fries and nachos in place of something healthy, but it means maybe you should look into getting some foods that are a little bit more enjoyable. That could be a lot of different things. But basically, you wanted to have something with protein and something with a healthy fruit and or vegetable, ideally. And then probably you want some kind of starchy carb or some kind of fat-based caloric intake with that meal. Now, how do we get there? We probably need to cook a little bit. You might have enough money to buy the food services that just prepare the foods for you. And that's great if you do. But a lot of people can't financially afford all their meals to be that way. So you probably ought to learn how to cook just a little bit. Now, most people, they don't have a whole lot of time to learn all kinds of crazy types of cooking skills, and they probably don't always love to cook. Also, you might not have all these really complicated cooking materials and tools in your house. So don't try to find anything that requires you to do a reduction or confit or whatever. I'm trying to think of fancy words for cooking. See, I don't know. But you don't really need to be able to cook anything complicated to be healthy. You can just buy foods that have seasonings available. Just spice up your chicken, spice up your beef. Spend more time cooking it right. A lot of times you can put things in a pot and just like a crock pot and just let it sit for a while. Throw in some vegetables, throw in some potatoes, And at the end of the day, if it tastes pretty good and you look forward to eating it, you're more likely to stay the course and continue to eat it. My food I love to eat, I eat a Greek yogurt with fresh fruits and berries. I try to change up the berries every now and then, and I add some kind of extra thing to give it texture. Sometimes it's quinoa, sometimes it's crushed flaxseed, and sometimes I'll allow myself something like granola. I know that's not healthy, but every once in a while I'll put it in there because it makes my brain happy and it makes me really want to have that food. So if I really want to have the foods like my oatmeal in the morning because it tastes good with protein powder, or my post-workout yogurt with fruit, I'm more likely to eat those daily and not go for the other food even if it's available. All right, guys, good luck finding those foods that you like. Let me know what you love to eat every day, and hopefully you can find some new things that aren't too complicated to cook. All right, that's been the wellness and nutritional tip for the week. Good luck.